banana peels.
Hello everyone. This week Steam held a couch co-op fest. So let's see the promising upcoming co-op games in this Steam Fest this time. We start with Incline Railway of Devil's Valley. It's an action-adventure game set in a quaint village during the late Meiji era in Japan. The gameplay revolves around a unique battle system where the protagonist, a devil slayer who has lost his weapons, must use an inclined railway to transport and seal devils. Players must dodge devil attacks while navigating the cargo bed of the railway, aiming to reach the sacred boundary at the top floor of the village. By helping villagers and earning souls, players can expand their activities within the village. In co-op mode that allows two players to team up and tackle the adventure together. In this mode, players can collaborate to transport and seal devils using the inclined railway. Tacticats is a delightful pixel art party game designed for cat lovers. Players knock down their enemies and collect cats and achievements. The gameplay involves dodging, rolling, and blocking incoming cats while using various power-ups to turn the scores. Players can catch their friends with a giant laser pointer or shoot them with a cheese cannon, all while avoiding flying yarn balls and other crazy traps like moving cars, blackouts, and eagles. The game supports up to 4 players, including bots, and offers 4 different game modes. Players can grow their kitten collection by completing various tasks and secret challenges, with the reward being more kittens. Demon Spore is an intense action roguelike game inspired by 80s monster movies. Your team is working on gene editing to create a new form of livestock that grows at an accelerated rate. However, an experiment goes horribly wrong, giving birth to a rapidly spreading viral horror with tentacles that consume everything in its path. As the player, you must use your scientific knowledge to learn how the organism behaves, exploit its weaknesses, and fight your way to safety. Players must use lab equipment and systems to slow down the growth, create diversions, and manipulate the lab's layout to escape. In co-op mode that allows players to team up and tackle the horrors of the lab together. Vikings on Trampolines is a whimsical 16-bit platformer where players control Vikings bouncing on trampolines to navigate through various levels. The gameplay revolves around using trampolines to move, attack enemies, and avoid obstacles. Players must master the timing and physics of bouncing to progress through the game's challenges, which include battling bosses and rescuing the spellbound king from the evil Balloony and his henchmen. In the multiplayer mode, Vikings on Trampolines offers both cooperative and competitive gameplay for up to 4 players. High Spirits is an upcoming potion-based roguelike game. In this game, players take on the role of Flanagan, who wakes up with an irate talking staff and no memory of the night before. The gameplay involves collecting ingredients to brew potions that unlock new combat forms and elemental powers. Players must navigate through the mystical city of Brinley, battling spirit bosses and uncovering the secrets of the city's past. High Spirits offers both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes. In single-player mode, players can reunite with Flanagan's scattered friends to unlock them as companions. Neon Inferno is an explosive fusion of 2D run-and-gun and gallery shooter set in a dystopian New York City in 2055. Players take on the role of an assassin working for a fledgling crime family, navigating through various boroughs controlled by criminal syndicates and the corrupt NYPD. The gameplay involves dynamic action in both the foreground and background, reminiscent of classic titles like Contra and Wild Guns. In multiplayer mode, Neon Inferno offers a 2-player co-op experience, allowing players to team up and tackle the challenges together. The game also includes an arcade mode, where players can test their skills and resilience with a 1-credit clear challenge. Radiant: Guardians of Light is a classic beat-em-up adventure with RPG elements. Players join Einar and Quinn on an epic quest to defeat the darkness that has engulfed the kingdom of Helia. The gameplay involves navigating through a fantasy world inhabited by elemental spirit magic, battling enemies, and discovering companions along the way. It offers both local and online co-op options. Players can team up with friends, family, or partners to strategize and coordinate attacks, unleashing devastating combos against waves of enemies and challenging bosses. The game also includes a crafting system, allowing players to forge powerful equipment and learn new abilities to aid in their quest. Kemono Heroes is a vibrant 16-bit run-and-gun platformer game. The game combines fast-paced arcade action with dashes and slashes, featuring cool and fluffy characters. Players can choose from 4 main characters, each with unique skills, and navigate through 4 worlds with 3 stages each. The gameplay involves unlocking weapons and powers, battling enemies, and overcoming various obstacles. In multiplayer mode, Kemono Heroes supports local cooperative play for up to 4 players. Friends can join forces to tackle challenges together, strategizing and helping each other to progress through the levels. Until the Last Plane 1942 is a unique shoot-'em-up game set during World War II. In this game, players control 2 airplanes simultaneously, navigating through various altitudes to engage in dynamic dogfights and strike critical targets. The gameplay offers a relaxed alternative to traditional shoot-'em-ups, with a focus on strategic resource management and score attacks. In multiplayer mode, Until the Last Plane 1942 supports local co-op and Steam Remote Play, enabling players to team up with friends and coordinate their strategies. The game offers multiple altitudes of combat, allowing players to adapt their tactics to the changing battlefield. Arena Tales is a magical third-person shooter. In this game, players gather their team to participate in the most prestigious tournament of the realm. The gameplay involves decimating enemies, conquering objectives, and fighting through powerful bosses to claim the crown. Players can choose their characters and plan their builds before setting out on various missions, earning XP and powerful rewards along the way. In multiplayer mode, Arena Tales supports both local and online co-op for up to 4 players. Friends can team up to tackle challenges together, with enemies dynamically scaling to the strength of the group, ensuring an ever-present challenge. Gnaughty Gnomes is an action-packed game that embody adorable yet mischievous gnomes, engaging in chaotic combat to prove who is the best gnome. The gameplay involves throwing, hitting, dashing, taunting, and even exploding to win. Players can choose from over 5,000 customization combinations and enhance their abilities with more than 100 upgrade cards. In multiplayer mode, Gnaughty Gnomes supports local co-op play, allowing friends to join forces and compete against each other. The game emphasizes fast-paced, wild matches that last around 30 minutes. Players can use anything they find as a weapon, including the heads of their rivals, and taunt their enemies with offensive emotes. Detective Dotson is a story-driven adventure game set in modern-day India. Players take on the role of Dotson, a reluctant detective who dreams of becoming a Bollywood star. The gameplay involves exploring the richly detailed streets of India, interacting with colorful characters, and collecting clues to solve various cases. Each case centers around an evidence board, where players must logically fit clues to complete sentences and solve mysteries. In multiplayer mode, Detective Dotson offers local co-op play, allowing friends to team up and solve cases together. Players can use disguises to interact with different characters and pick up objects to get out of tricky situations. Restart Zero is a cyberpunk-inspired twin-stick top-down shooter set in the year 2237. The game takes place in a dystopian future where a global health crisis leads a high-tech lab to use their AI supercomputer to find a cure. However, the supercomputer concludes that humans are the problem and creates an algorithm to control them. Players find themselves in a cyberpunk city, fighting against numerous opponents controlled by the supercomputer. In multiplayer mode, Restart Zero supports local co-op play, allowing friends to team up and tackle the challenges together. Players can manually control a companion drone to hack terminals, solve puzzles, and clear obstacles. Streets of Rogue 2 is an immersive RPG sandbox game set in a vast, randomly generated open world. The game allows players to fight, sneak, hack, farm, build, steal, or talk their way to power as they try to topple a corrupt president. The gameplay offers ultimate freedom of choice, with dozens of classes, unique traits, a vast arsenal of weapons and gadgets, destructible buildings, and various vehicles to hijack. In multiplayer mode, Streets of Rogue 2 supports both local and online co-op, allowing players to team up with friends to embark on wild adventures. The game features a living, unpredictable open world where anything is possible, and players can choose how they want to overthrow the corrupt president. Begone Beast is a spooky top-down action game. In this game, players hack, slash, and scream through hordes of demons, endlessly changing levels, and ancient terrifying beasts. The gameplay involves harnessing the power of snacks, flashlights, and friendship to survive in this scary yet cute adventure. Players control spirited, beast-hunting kids, each armed with unique, chaotic weapons. In multiplayer mode, Begone Beast supports both local and online co-op for up to 4 players. Friends can team up to banish terrifying beasts and uncover the sinister secrets lurking in the shadows. Infinity Knight's Xross is an action-adventure game that immerses players in a lush fantasy world where they take on the role of Xross. Players will experience both the thrill and dark reality of what it means to be eternal as they wield the armaments, ethereal weapons capable of reviving slain enemies. Players can switch between elements and weapons mid-combo, sync with allies to combine attacks, and customize special abilities and boosts. In multiplayer mode, the game supports a 3-player couch co-op, allowing friends to team up and tackle epic quests together. The armament system enables finely tuned combat, making it essential for players to coordinate their attacks and strategies. D.O.T Defense is a strategic real-time strategy game. The game offers a simplified yet deeply strategic experience, blending accessibility with tactical depth. Players build towers, muster armies, and conquer the map in various modes, including skirmish and wave defense. The gameplay involves defending your HQ by strategically placing turrets and production buildings, expanding your territory, and gathering supplies to upgrade regions. In multiplayer mode, D.O.T Defense supports local matches in 1v1, 2v2, or free-for-all battles against friends and AI-controlled bots. Players can engage in intense battles where every decision counts, with the objective of being the last HQ standing. Shrine's Legacy is an SNES era inspired by 16-bit action RPG set in the magical world of Ardemia. The game follows 2 heroes, Rio and Rima, as they embark on a quest to restore the Sword of Shrine and save the world from an impending evil. Players will explore a vast overworld, engage in real-time battles, and solve puzzles using elemental magic spells. In multiplayer mode, Shrine's Legacy offers both single-player and co-op options. Players can team up with a friend to tackle dungeons, defeat bosses, and uncover the secrets of Ardemia together. The game emphasizes cooperation, with one companion always available to help, either controlled by the game or by a friend in co-op mode. SEDAP. A Culinary Adventure is a co-op cooking combat adventure game that combines the chaos of a collaborative kitchen with the excitement of exploring an unexplored world. Players embark on a culinary journey, whipping up delectable delicacies and serving their way through a fantastical reimagination of Southeast Asia. The gameplay involves managing a traveling food truck, venturing out to Kaya Island, and discovering new recipes while uncovering the island's secrets. In multiplayer mode, the game supports both solo and co-op play. Friends can team up to tackle the challenges together, strategizing and coordinating their efforts to create delicious dishes and overcome obstacles. Haunted Paws is a cozy co-op horror game. In this game, players take on the roles of two puppies trying to rescue their human friend from a haunted mansion. The gameplay involves exploring spooky environments, solving puzzles, and defeating evil creatures. Players can customize their puppies by choosing from a wide selection of breeds, fur colors, and accessories. The game combines cute and spooky interactions, creating an engaging and heartwarming adventure. In multiplayer mode, Haunted Paws supports both local and online co-op play. Friends can team up to uncover mysteries, explore haunted locations, and face various horrors together. Biped 2 is an exciting puzzle action-adventure game that follows the adventures of two charming bipedal robots, Aku and Sela, as they explore an unknown planet. Players will encounter new movement mechanics, such as hang gliding and using a grappling hook, to navigate through diverse landscapes and solve challenging puzzles. In multiplayer mode, Biped 2 supports both 2-player and 4-player co-op, allowing friends to team up and tackle the challenges together. The game emphasizes cooperation, with players needing to coordinate their actions to solve puzzles and progress through the levels. So that is the video. Which game that catches your eyes? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.